Hi there, Rita Santia, mother of four, ongoing student of psychology, a course that I have to admit I kind of undertook because I wanted to pry on my kids' sides. I am not always that sneaky, but I really wanted to understand my kids better, to help them as they navigate the different stages of growth and development, and to sort of help myself understand what goes on in their minds. Of course, I have this obsession with brands and communications, and so I wanted to know more about consumer perspectives. And of course, for me, was a psychology. So here I am today sharing some of the few things that I made sense of. When I was growing up, I used to hear this phrase quite often: kids nowadays, children these days, abana b'ennaku zino. And to be honest, when I was young, I took it so literally that I thought there was something we were doing wrong as kids of those days, something so bad that the kids before us never did. Personally, I can never say that phrase. I think it traumatized me quite a bit, or I just cannot hear it. It also makes the kids seem like there's something wrong they're doing, that the kids before them were all glamorous. And we all know that that's not true at all. So, is it the children of nowadays? Or is it the parents of nowadays? Is it the bad kids? Or is it the bad parenting? Come on now, let's have this conversation. I don't think it has anything to do with the kids per se, because, in principle, we do replicate ourselves. So, not much, at least in the biological sense, has changed about our kids. But I think it has everything to do with the nowadays, with the changing times, with the way the environments we live in are changing, and these shifts have caused a very big change in the way our families are structured, in the way our lives are structured. Let's talk about cultural evolution. Cultures have been changing over time, slowly but steadily. And unlike genes, cultures are transmitted through imitation. And this can be through education or social interactions. They can be copied and they can also be taught. As children are in school, they get to interact with so many different people from all different walks of life, and children from different regions of the country, different nationalities. And as children are relating, they'll definitely have to pick up on a few things here and there. And before you know it, ways of life have changed, behavioral ways have changed. And even us as parents, with the globalization, you realize that we pick up on so many different things out there, how other people are parenting, what other people are doing in their families, and how they're structuring them. So with all these kinds of interactions, you realize that it does slowly but surely influence culture. Intermarriages is another way of how cultures do evolve. A man from a different cultural background meets a girl from a different cultural background, and now they have to come together. And to be quite honest, those are some of the things that really put a strain on relationships. But those few that actually persist and see how to make things work, they have to meet somewhere in the middle. And while they meet somewhere in the middle, their children then are going to have a revised kind of culture, one that is not strictly on one side or the other, but one that serves both of them and serves their kids. And so their beliefs, their structure is going to be different. We need to be more intent on grounding our kids. We need to understand how we want our kids to turn out to be, and that's on us as parents. We cannot blame it on the kids. We cannot blame it on the changing times. We have to use all these changes to foster the end that we desire in our kids. I'd like to hear your opinions and ideas. Do leave them in the comments below, and let's help each other parent better. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.